my amazing learners, and congratulations on making it to day 18 of our 30-day English shadowing challenge. Today, we're going deeper into the conversations that stress travelers the most. Advanced situations at the airport. Let me tell you about a student of mine, Maria. She spent months planning her dream vacation to New York. But at immigration, this happened. The officer asked, "What's the purpose of your visit?" Maria froze. Vacation." The officer asked, "Where exactly will you be staying?" Maria panicked. "Hotel. I think. Downtown, maybe?" 30 minutes later, Maria was in a small room being questioned by 3 officers because she couldn't answer simple questions clearly. Don't be Maria. Today you'll master 80 advanced phrases and 3 realistic conversations that will prepare you for ANY airport situation. And make sure you stay with me until the very end, because I'll reveal the simple secret that will make you feel confident in any airport conversation. Part 1. Advanced check. In scenarios. These phrases are for when things are a little more complicated than a simple check-in. First, we will learn and understand each phrase one by one. Please repeat after me in the pause. My flight has been delayed. Can you help me? Delayed means your flight will leave later than scheduled. This is the perfect phrase to start with to get help. I'd like to change my seat assignment. Your seat assignment is the specific seat you have been given. Use this phrase to request a different one. Can I upgrade to business class? To upgrade means to change your ticket to a better class of service, like business or first class. Is there a meal option for this flight? A meal option refers to the food served on the plane. This is a good question for long flights. I have a connecting flight in 2 hours. A connecting flight is a second flight you need to take to get to your final destination. My bag is overweight. What are my options? Overweight means your bag is heavier than the airline's limit. Asking for your options is a good way to solve the problem. Can I pay the extra baggage fee here? An extra baggage fee is the money you have to pay if your bag is overweight or if you have too many bags. I need wheelchair assistance, please. Wheelchair assistance is a service for passengers who have difficulty walking long distances in the airport. Is my connecting gate far from here? This is a very important question to ask if you have a short amount of time between your connecting flights. Can you print my boarding pass for the next flight? Sometimes, the airline can give you the boarding passes for all of your connecting flights at the first check-in. I'm traveling with a small child. It's always a good idea to inform the airline staff if you are traveling with children, as there may be special procedures. Can we get seats together? An essential question to ask if you are traveling with family or friends and want to sit next to each other. My passport expires in 4 months. Is that okay? Some countries require your passport to be valid for at least 6 months. So this is a very important question to ask. I have medication in my carry-on. Medication is another word for medicine. It's important to inform security staff about any essential medicines you are carrying. Can I check in my friend who's running late? Running late means they have not arrived yet but are on their way. Usually each passenger must check in for themselves, but you can always ask, "Where can I get a luggage cart?" A luggage cart, or trolley, is the metal cart you use to push your heavy bags around the airport. Is there a fee for seat selection? Some airlines charge an extra fee or payment if you want to choose your specific seat in advance. Can I get a receipt for my baggage fee? A receipt is the paper that proves you have paid. This is important, especially for business travel. My e-ticket isn't working on my phone. An e-ticket is your electronic ticket. This phrase clearly explains the technical problem you are having. Is there Wi-Fi available on this flight? A very common and important question for modern travelers. Shadowing practice. Advanced check. In scenarios. Perfect! Now you're ready for more complex check-in situations. Let's practice these phrases in our intensive shadowing block. I will say each phrase twice. Repeat after me in each pause. My flight has been delayed. Can you help me? My flight has been delayed. Can you help me? I'd like to change my seat assignment. I'd like to change my seat assignment. Can I upgrade to business class? Can I upgrade to business class? Is there a meal option for this flight? Is there a meal option for this flight? I have a connecting flight in 2 hours. I have a connecting flight in 2 hours. My bag is overweight. What are my options? My bag is overweight. What are my options? Can I pay the extra baggage fee here? Can I pay the extra baggage fee here? I need wheelchair assistance, please. I need wheelchair assistance, please. Is my connecting gate far from here? Is my connecting gate far from here? Can you print my boarding pass for the next flight? Can you print my boarding pass for the next flight? I'm traveling with a small child. I'm traveling with a small child. Can we get seats together? Can we get seats together? My passport expires in 4 months. Is that okay? My passport expires in 4 months. Is that okay? I have medication in my carry-on. I have medication in my carry-on. Can I check in my friend who's running late? Can I check in my friend who's running late? Where can I get a luggage cart? Where can I get a luggage cart? Is there a fee for seat selection? Is there a fee for seat selection? Can I get a receipt for my baggage fee? Can I get a receipt for my baggage fee? My e-ticket isn't working on my phone. My e-ticket isn't working on my phone. Is there Wi-Fi available on this flight? Is there Wi-Fi available on this flight? Part 2. Immigration Officer Questions. This is the part that makes most travelers nervous, but you will be prepared. Let's learn the questions and the best answers. What do you do for work? The officer wants to know your profession. I work in marketing for a tech company. Be specific but brief. State your field and industry. I'm a software engineer. Another clear and direct answer. I'm retired. This is what you say if you no longer work. I'm a student. Simple and clear. Where will you be staying exactly? The officer wants a specific address. I'll be staying at the Marriott Hotel downtown. Naming the hotel is a perfect answer. I'm staying with friends in Brooklyn. This is also a good answer, but be prepared to give their address. I have an Airbnb booking in the city center. Mentioning your Airbnb booking is also a clear and common answer. How much money are you bringing into the country? You must answer this question honestly. I have about 2.0 in cash and credit cards. It's good to mention both cash and cards. Most of my funds are on my credit cards. Funds is another word for money. This is a common situation for most travelers. Have you been to this country before? A very common question about your travel history. Yes, I visited 3 years ago. If you have visited before, state when. This is my first time here. A simple and honest answer if it's your first visit. What places will you visit during your stay? The officer wants to know your travel itinerary. I plan to visit Chicago, Los Angeles, and Las Vegas. It's good to name a few of the major cities on your plan. I'm only staying in this city. This is also a perfectly fine answer if you are not traveling to other cities. Do you have travel insurance? Travel insurance is insurance that covers medical emergencies and other problems while you are traveling. Yes, I have my travel insurance policy here. It's always a good idea to have proof of your insurance. Who paid for your trip? This question is to understand the financial arrangements for your travel. I paid for everything myself. A common and straightforward answer. My company is paying for this business trip. the correct answer if you are traveling for work. Can I see your return flight details? The officer wants proof that you intend to leave the country. Here's my return flight confirmation. Be prepared to show your e-ticket for your flight home. Shadowing practice. Immigration officer questions. Excellent. Let's practice these essential immigration phrases. Repeat each phrase once after me. What do you do for work? I work in marketing for a tech company. I'm a software engineer. I'm retired. I'm a student. Where will you be staying exactly? I'll be staying at the Marriott Hotel downtown. I'm staying with friends in Brooklyn. I have an Airbnb booking in the city center. How much money are you bringing into the country? I have about 2 in cash and credit cards. Most of my funds are on my credit cards. Have you been to this country before? Yes. I visited 3 years ago. This is my first time here. What places will you visit during your stay? I plan to visit Chicago, Los Angeles, and Las Vegas. I'm only staying in this city. Do you have travel insurance? Yes. I have my travel insurance policy here. Who paid for your trip? I paid for everything myself. My company is paying for this business trip. Can I see your return flight details? Here's my return flight confirmation. Part 3. Customs and baggage scenarios. This last section of phrases is for the customs declaration after you have picked up your luggage. Do you have anything to declare? This is the main question the customs officer will ask. It refers to specific items you must declare to the government. I have nothing to declare. If you are not bringing any restricted items, this is your answer. I'm bringing some gifts for my friends. It's important to declare gifts. These are just for my personal use. This clarifies that you are not planning to sell the items you are bringing. I have some duty-free purchases. Duty-free items are goods you can buy at the airport without paying tax. Could you open this bag, please? The officer may ask to inspect your luggage. Sure, let me unlock it for you. A polite and cooperative response. What's in this box? A direct question about the contents of a package. These are souvenirs from my home country. Souvenirs are small items you buy to remember your trip. I bought this watch for my personal use. Again, clarifying that an expensive item is not for resale. Are you bringing in any food items? Many countries have strict rules about bringing in fresh food. I have some packaged snacks for the plane. Usually, packaged snacks are okay, but it's important to be honest. No food, just clothes and toiletries. Toiletries are items like your toothbrush, toothpaste, and shampoo. How long have you owned this camera? They may ask about expensive electronics to make sure you are not importing them to sell. I've had it for about 2 years. A clear and honest answer. Do you have the receipt for this new laptop? If you are traveling with a brand new, expensive item, it's a good idea to have the receipt. Yes, here's the receipt. I bought this at the duty-free shop in the airport. This explains where you purchased the item. Is there a limit on how much alcohol I can bring in? A very smart question to ask about specific restricted items. Can I take this through customs? A general question to ask if you are unsure about an item. I'm not planning to sell anything here. A clear statement of your intentions. This is within the allowed limit. This shows you know the rules and are following them. I have my boarding pass here if you need it. A helpful offer. Thank you for your time. A polite way to end the interaction with the customs officer. Have a good day, officer. Another polite closing. Shadowing practice. Customs and baggage. Amazing. Let's practice these customs phrases. Repeat each phrase once. Do you have anything to declare? I have nothing to declare. I'm bringing some gifts for my friends. These are just for my personal use. I have some duty-free purchases. Could you open this bag, please? Sure, let me unlock it for you. What's in this box? These are souvenirs from my home country. I bought this watch for my personal use. Are you bringing in any food items? I have some packaged snacks for the plane. No food, just clothes and toiletries. How long have you owned this camera? I've had it for about 2 years. Do you have the receipt for this new laptop? Yes. Here's the receipt. I bought this at the duty-free shop in the airport. Is there a limit on how much alcohol I can bring in? Can I take this through customs? I'm not planning to sell anything here. This is within the allowed limit. I have my boarding pass here if you need it. Thank you for your time. Have a good day, officer. Part 4. Real conversation practice. Amazing! You now have 80 powerful phrases. Time to put them into real conversations with me.
Scenario 1. A new check-in situation.
Good morning. I'd like to check in for my flight to San Francisco.
Can I see your passport and confirmation number, please?
Here you go. Also, I think my bag might be a little overweight.
Let me check. Yes, it's 3 kilos over the limit. The fee for that is $75.
Okay, I'll pay that. Also, is it possible to change my seat? I'd love an aisle seat if one is available.
Let me see what's available. Yes, I can move you to 24C, which is an aisle seat.
Perfect. One more thing. I have a connecting flight in San Francisco. Is 2 hours enough time to make the connection?
2 hours should be fine for a domestic connection. Your connecting gate in San Francisco will be printed on your boarding pass.
And will my luggage be transferred automatically?
Yes, it's checked through all the way to your final destination.
Great. What time does boarding start?
Boarding begins at 10:45 a.m. at gate 7.
Scenario 2. A new immigration interview.
Good afternoon. What is the purpose of your visit?
I'm here for a business conference.
What kind of business do you do?
I work in software development. I'm here to attend the Global Tech Summit.
Which company do you work for?
I work for a company called Innovate Solutions in Germany.
Do you have any documentation for the conference?
Yes, here is my conference registration and my business card.
How long will you be staying?
I'll be here for 6 days.
Where are you staying?
At the Hilton Hotel near the Convention Center.
And who is paying for your trip?
My company is covering all the expenses.
Do you have a return ticket?
Yes, here's my return flight confirmation for next Friday.
Have you been to the U.S. before?
Yes, I was here 2 years ago for a similar business trip.
Were there any problems during that visit?
No, everything went smoothly.
Okay, welcome to the United States. Enjoy your conference.
Thank you very much.
Scenario 3. A new customs check.
Do you have anything to declare?
I have nothing to declare.
Are you bringing any gifts or food items?
Just some chocolates and a bottle of wine for my friends.
What's the value of these items?
About $50. They're just small gifts.
Any electronics or expensive items you purchased abroad?
Just my personal laptop and my camera.
How long have you owned the camera?
I've had it for about 1 year.
Okay, everything looks good. Welcome.
Thank you for your help.
The final secret. Outstanding! You've just mastered 80 advanced airport phrases and 3 real conversations. Now, here's what you must do to remember everything. First, practice the immigration questions with a friend or in front of a mirror. Second, record yourself saying the answers and listen to your confidence grow. And third, pick 10 phrases that you think are most useful and repeat them 5 times each. And now, for the secret I promised at the beginning. The simple secret that makes speaking English at any airport feel easy and natural is this. The airport is a system of predictable questions and answers. It's not a creative, spontaneous conversation. It's a predictable process. The staff will ask the same questions to every passenger, and you can prepare the same answers. When you realize that you are not being tested, but you are simply participating in a predictable system, the fear starts to disappear. You are not a student being graded. You are a traveler following a simple, repeatable process. Tomorrow is day 19 of our 30-day challenge. We're mastering another essential life skill, housing and apartment English. Don't break the chain. My challenge to you is to comment below and tell me, what's the scariest part about going through airport immigration? Please like, share, and subscribe to the Wisdom English podcast channel to watch our next videos.